When we think of massive research institutions and organized science, we automatically picture our modern era. We assume institutionalized learning is a recent invention, but the red brick ruins of Nalanda tell a different story. This thriving university complex operated thousands of years before the first European colleges. The existence of such a structure raises a fundamental logistical question. How does a civilization cultivate the resources and social stability to maintain a massive network of scholars this early in history? It required a deliberate, centuries-long evolution. Education started with gurus teaching small groups in informal circles. Over time, that tradition scaled up into massive, structured academic cities like Taxila, complete with residential quarters and specialized faculties. The foundation of this academic growth was a highly organized, institutionalized education system. The curriculum focused on logic and the physical sciences. These ancient palm leaf manuscript strips document a deep commitment to advanced mathematics, astronomy, and the incredibly precise grammatical formulas laid out by the scholar Panini. This academic world included women in its highest tiers. Historical records document female scholars like Gargi and Maitreyi actively participating in and winning rigorous public philosophical debates. These universities were designed to push theory into practice. Scholars were expected to take mathematical and logical principles and apply them to the physical world. This environment gathered the sharpest minds in the region and gave them the tools to spark a massive scientific revolution. While epics like the Ramayana speak of mythological healing herbs, the actual medical science of the time was rooted in the empirical botanical research found in the Charaka Samhita. These technical illustrations reveal a vast array of specialized surgical instruments. The physician Maharshi Sushruta used tools just like these to perform complex operations, including the documented reconstruction of noses and limbs. He was practicing the direct ancestor of modern plastic surgery. These practices are grounded in historical reality. Figures like Jivaka, who studied at Taxila, were renowned for treating severe illnesses in some of the subcontinent's most prominent historical kings. While surgeons mapped the human body, other scholars turned their instruments toward the macro scale of the cosmos. By the 5th century, the astronomer Aryabhata mathematically proved that the Earth is a sphere. He calculated that our planet rotates on its own axis to create day and night, centuries before telescopes were invented. Astronomical calculations of that magnitude required advanced tools. This demand drove the invention of the decimal system and the conceptualization of zero as a functional number. Ancient Indian scholars operated as empirical researchers, actively measuring and decoding the physical mechanics of the universe. That same mastery of chemistry and mathematics was used to forge the physical world. By refining metallurgy, scientists learned how to bend elements to their exact specifications. Proof of this technological mastery stands in Delhi, the Mehrauli Iron Pillar. This massive iron column has been exposed to extreme heat and rain for over 1,500 years, yet because of a specialized chemical film applied during its forging, it has never rusted. Modern metallurgists still study its composition today. These achievements took the form of engineered objects capable of withstanding environmental stress for over 15 centuries. This obsession with precision fueled an architectural revolution where scientific geometry met aesthetic design. Mauryan architecture relied on geometric mastery. The Ashokan Lion Capitol features perfect anatomical proportions and a trademark mirror-like polish that requires intense chemical and friction engineering to achieve on solid sandstone. That precision scaled up to monumental sizes. The Great Stupa at Sanchi relies on radial symmetry to support its massive dome, surrounded by gateways carved with microscopic detail. At Ellora, architects didn't build the Kailasa temple by stacking stones. They started at the top of a basalt mountain and excavated millions of tons of rock downward, carving a multi-story temple out of a single, continuous piece of earth. By the Gupta era, structural sites like the Dashavatara temple married this structural integrity with detailed stone reliefs, turning load-bearing walls into spiritual narratives. Ancient Indian art and architecture stand as the physical embodiment of their mathematical and engineering perfection. We often view the Indian subcontinent's history as a chronicle of warring kings and changing borders, but the surviving evidence reveals a different story. This is a narrative of relentless intellectual curiosity and rigorous inquiry. Behind every carved pillar and mathematical treatise were human beings, educators, surgeons, and engineers, pushing the boundaries of what our species could understand. These ruins stand as the physical signatures of one of history's most sophisticated ecosystems of knowledge.